Welcome back to the third game between Tetra Pak and WaRRioR at the same time the last game from the group stage. Unless you say, yep, I got a game here, you didn't cast it, but it's really worth watching, then I'm gonna consider it. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue with the final stages, round of 32. We have a Celts war here. Can tell you right now, it's not gonna be like a standard 4TC boom into Elite World Raiders Celts war. It's gonna be a little more interesting at least. But let's go into the map right now, and I'm gonna start with WaRRioR here. He's got the main gold safe in the back. Barriers in the back, second gold in the back. He's got extra resources on the far corner here, but it's available only, or achievable, accessible, that's the word, only from his base. Main stone and second stone on the left hand side and forward, close to the walls, so that's not too good for Celts. You want to get the castles up. Third gold here, extra barriers close. He's got 4 deer against 3 deer inside, the 2 boars inside. The map is looking relatively decent. And as far as I remember, 1 relic inside the walls. Yep, there we go. As for Tetra Pak, main gold safe in the back, extra gold inside his base, the second gold outside on the left hand side, 4 deer outside, 1, I guess 2 boars inside, I think so, yep. And the third gold pretty far away, main stone and second stone also forward outside, so it's pretty much the same thing. Tetra Pak with a little bit of a relic advantage. 2 relics close to space in the front, this one close on the side, and I think he's got one of the walls as well, so definitely an advantage here, going for the second boar right now. I'm not sure, did Tetra Pak lose a villager here? Let me check, he's got a few injured, I'm gonna keep an eye on those too. And going, he should not lose, no, not losing a villager, that was another game. I think I missed Tetra Pak losing a villager once, doesn't really matter right now. So that's all fine. And WaRRioR starting to lure deer, Tetra Pak's deer were on the left hand side, but he's also starting to lure them, trying to get them towards the mill or maybe the TC. And I'm gonna go on 100 speed. Tetra Pak doing a nice thing here, he's scouting with the sheep. He can see the extra resources without using the scout here, and that's something that more players should do in my opinion. Not even the expert players are doing that too often, but on Arabia everybody's doing it. Sheep scouting, that's like the most normal thing you have, and on Arena sadly not happening. But Tetra Pak at least doing this. Barracks coming up for him, he's going into arches again, which is interesting. There's the archer range coming up, no, forward, and there's the blacksmith. I know this game more or less, so I hope that's alright for you. Force Scholar coming in, standard things, both players on the way to Castle Age, 3 military units for Tetra Pak, and he's got the archers here. WaRRioR can see right now, Tetra Pak is gonna try and get some relics in, he's going to succeed here, Monastery coming up forward, and WaRRioR is going for a relatively big boom. He is going for 1 TC on the main gold and woodline, a second extra TC on the gold and woodline again, and TC number 4 coming up on the main stone. So WaRRioR also coming in this time really early, that's good for him. WaRRioR trying to get ahead in eco, then probably get the Elite World Raiders out. You need stone for that, that's why there's 1 TC on stone. And 1 archer going around, I guess it killed the scout, and this one killed a wolf here. But I think Tetra Pak knows about the stone. Yeah, you can see it. You can see the mining camp, so he's gonna send crossbows there very soon. And I think he's sending a villager forward. At the same time, Tetra Pak only 1 extra TC. That's on the wood line here. That's a decent position, it's alright. But he's waiting for the 3rd TC a little bit longer as he's getting a siege workshop up right now. And he's going to start and attack this left hand side. The crossbows are there already, and I think they might have tried to hit a villager or 2 already. Going back at this point, and we are 20 minutes into the game before Manganel is coming out here. Sanctity coming in for Tetra Pak as well, and he should have like 3 relics right now. But no, not happening. Not taking this one and not opening the wall yet. Only 2. Should have 4. Now hitting a villager and starting to hit the TC, that's good. Siege Workshop only now coming up, 21-minute mark for WaRRioR. And 2 Manganels already out, a few crossbows in the back, just to have a little bit of military presence. And while WaRRioR is booming and got 8 more villages right now, I think Tetra Pak got 30C up and running. Yep, close to the main gold. By the way, that was not a good mining camp here. Neither was this one. But I told that in a live stream, I think it's not that important. First Manganel coming out, but Tetra Pak dodging the shot. This is good for him, and 1 for 1 here, so he can still continue to attack this TC. Has to go back with the Manganel, losing 1 crossbow at least, TC fire. But this TC is going down, so WaRRioR and Tetra Pak on the same TC number right now. Not looking too good for WaRRioR at this point. At the same time, he is still doing his boom, he is still getting gold and food in, so he could click up to Imperial Age relatively soon. He now wants to make sure that these walls are not really opening. This house is not going to be finished, but he's getting the siege workshop here. Another mangonel out. I think there is minor mangonel fights happening. We check. Ooh, taking out a few crossbows now, taking on the monk and dodging the shots here. But I think this should be 1-for-1 soon. Second mangonel out as well, 1-for-1, and WaRRioR can send the other mangonel to try and take down crossbows, mangonels, whatever. Looking good for him. WaRRioR is going to click up to Imperial Age, and he's getting a university to have the buildings inquire. Losing the mangonel here actually was not a good thing, and losing 2 villagers, so he's only delaying Tetrarch from coming into his base. At the same time, he's getting stables up, loom, and I think he clicked up, didn't he? Yeah, there we go. Clicking to Imperial Age, probably on this TC. Oh, the left one, okay. That's alright, I guess. And I think Tetrarch should have gone for this left TC, tried to attack this wood line, but he lost the mangonel here, and there's another one gonna pop out and instantly hit. There we go, 1-for-nothing. The 2 monks taking a little bit of damage, and now 2-for-1. Knights moving in here for WaRRioR, which is really interesting. Tetrarch also on the way to Imperial Age. Scale barding armor, scale mail armor coming in. 1 villager here, mangonels 1-for-1, but now there's knights, and as soon as the next mangonel hits this monk, the knights are free to go. So let's go for Tetrarch's base right now. What is he doing? He's getting stables as well. It's a really unusual thing. I haven't seen this. Both players going for stables, and yeah, there we go. The monk is being healed, but it should go down now. There's 1 monk down. There's the second monk also going down, and now the knights are free to take down the crossbows and mangonels and villagers, whatever. So the push is being repelled. Tetrarch getting another siege workshop here. He's going to wall the villagers in, so this siege workshop will go up. It's not like it's a cast or something. He's getting villagers on stone right now, it's not enough. And longswordsman coming in for WaRRioR. He's going standard infantry immediately. He's not taking any stone right now. He's gonna send villagers to take the back stone later on. But he doesn't have castles and he cannot get Vote Raiders out, so why not go into standard infantry, get a little bit more than your opponent, and then try to win the game like that. At the same time, he's repairing this wall, very important to see. Tetrarch can just go in here, and this is pretty... yeah, I think he can go through very soon now. Another hit, and there we go, the knights could move forward, but there's a lot of longswordsmen, +2 defense, +1 attack. They're going out. There's some monks here, there's 1 knight only, and the villagers wanted to build siege workshops, but I think WaRRioR needs to go back. 200 swordsmen is done. Cavalier coming in for Tetrarch, pretty unusual, and he's not really gonna commit, but Cavalier are costing so much gold, and unless these are Paladin, not really worth it. I think Paladin would have made a big difference here. At the same time, WaRRioR can do pikemen, he's doing that already. Cavalier upgrade on the way, and now Tetrarch I think is starting to build a castle here. Yep, there we go. WaRRioR a lot of gold, but not so much food. Minor ratings with the Cavalier, but not a lot of villages dying. I think KD pretty similar, and both players on 87, 88 villagers and 30 military units. So for now, not much happening. 34 minutes into the game. Of course, a few fights happen, that's why there's no big armies yet. Pikeman army coming in, Tetrarch doing hand count right now. And Tetrarch is in a screw lead, not a lot, but it's there. And the first Vote Raid is on the way. Let's see, I want to know if he's producing non-stop. No, he's stopped right now. And I think he should have produced non-stop. Get more and more Vote Raiders. He's sending villagers to take stone. He's still got a few Cavalier out. He's getting more stables. Mistake in my opinion. He doesn't need the Cavalier. And again, stop producing Vote Raiders. You want to get your military numbers as high as possible. You're going to see why I'm telling you this. And... yeah, stopping. Now he's doing it again, and Vote Raiders are being produced so fast. Look at this. Halberdier coming in for WaRRioR. He knows I need stronger infantry units, and it's going to be champions, but for now Halberdier has to take down Cavalier, and Tetrarch is not going for Paladins. Doesn't have the resources. He's getting more Vote Raiders. 4 military units difference right now. Those Cavalier will not be able to go in and do some damage. WaRRioR getting fortified wall. And I think I can go on 100 speed for a little bit. WaRRioR going to wall this as far as I remember. And Tetrarch again stopped to produce. I think he was waiting for the elite Vote Raid upgrade and doing conscription very soon. Maybe a trap would have been good to take down the barracks and siege workshops. I think it wouldn't have been the worst idea. Third castle coming up, so Tetrarch actually should start and get a lot of elite Vote Raiders. Just get PopCap and then take the fights. But it's not going to happen, and you see 50 against 30 military units. Tetra Pak stopped producing. He is producing elite world now again. He is getting siege workshops of a TC on his gold. TC also coming up on the 3rd gold for WaRRioR here. Sending rams forward, but this is a mistake. He shouldn't go in. He doesn't have enough military units right now. He should produce more and more elite world. They are just better than the champions and Halberdier combination. Now the gate is open, and let's look at this fight. 45 against 59 military units, so Tetra Pak doesn't have the advantage here. The Cavalier are not doing good against Halberdier, so this is the wrong fight. And while the elite world raiders can compete with the champions here, there is just more military units for WaRRioR. Military numbers are looking pretty similar. The fight is happening right now, but WaRRioR is going to be able to reinforce faster. Tetra Pak on 25, 23 against 31. This needs to go back now. He's sending villagers to repair this castle, but 2 trebuchets hitting that one. So 1 castle is down. Tetra Pak got another castle up here. Should have moved a little bit more to the right hand side, or what I would have preferred, next to the gold, so he can protect that. And now the problem for Tetra Pak is he's never able to get enough units out. He's producing from 3 castles, but he's also already changing into men-at-arms, which is also a mistake in my opinion. Maybe at this point he needed to do it, but you should have just gotten a lot of elite warriors and then just fight and take the better fights. Just be patient, and I think Tetra Pak was not patient enough. Losing the trap here, there's 2 traps out, taking down whatever they can find, and WaRRioR is going to start to attack the next castle. Longswords on the way for Tetra Pak. That means more resources that he cannot invest into elite world raiders, and the castles are going to fall one after another, because Tetra Pak doesn't have a chance to take down the trebuchets here. He would need his own trebuchets, not going to happen. Doesn't have a lot of stone left, and of course WaRRioR has got a castle up. He's taking the stone here from the main stone, second stone, and from the stone in the back as well. And he's gonna get more castles up. He's got 1 castle and has 4 trebuchets. And Tetra Pak right now trying to go in, but he's not going past the champions. And military numbers again better for WaRRioR. He's got more units fighting here. Now he's reinforcing, and 200 swordsmen coming in. Tetra Pak still doing Cavalier, which is not a really good idea in my opinion. He needed more barracks now. He needed to have more production. He's housed on 160 population, and after losing this castle, he's going to be housed again unless he's getting more houses in. He's doing that right now, but being housed is really terrible. And the trebuchet is pretty safe here. They are now outside the walls, but there's champions around. There's not enough elite world raiders or champion coming for Tetra Pak. This castle is going to go down next, and WaRRioR is still happily producing champions. Very unusual. He's getting a castle in the front now, and I think I can go fast because I can tell you how this game is going to end. Tetra Pak won't be able to get the necessary military numbers. The champion's moving forward. The next castle down. This one will fall too. The barracks will go down. Champion coming in. Tetra Pak actually is going to try and get heavy scorpions on the field, and it's basically not a bad idea, but it's a very open field here in the middle between the 2 players, and unless you have like a choke point where you can use your heavy scorpions, there's the upgrade actually, they are not that strong, and WaRRioR just so many more military units. It's 50 against under 10, so 50 more military units for WaRRioR right now. He's in the score lead. He's in the population lead, although Tetra Pak has a lot more villages here and working, but WaRRioR with map control, with a lot more military presence, and as Tetra Pak is getting a few heavy scorpions in those siege workshops, he doesn't have enough champions to like act as a meat shield, and those first like 7 scorpions are going to go down pretty fast because the champions are just running at walking towards them and then taking them down. The next heavy scorpions are going to be behind the champion line, and they're doing a good job here. I think no chemistry for Tetra Pak. He's missing that one too, and he's calling it GG. He had his chance. Maybe he went in a little bit too early, but he should have gone into elite world raiders. Get the castle a little bit more defensive. This 1 castle forward was good, but the next ones, I don't know. And he should have just gotten like 5 castles and then produce non-stop. He had the eco to do that, but not happening in this game. WaRRioR taking it. Last game from the group stage. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna continue the final stages. GG.